One of AJ's criteria is no young couples under the age of 25. The reason behind that, and you will ask the question, how long have you been together? If they say 3 months, we're in love, we're getting married next week, chances are, the harsh world that we live in, they're not going to be together in the next 3 months. So he'll normally turn those down as tenants. Sounds horrible, but it's your property, it's up to you, you rent it out to. Anyone had any issues with tenants, things like that? Language issues, young couples, we're in love, we're getting married next week. A month later, yeah, I hate him, I hope he dies, and they've gone. So things like that, just be aware of it. Do I like property? Hands up here who likes property. Okay. Anyone not put that hand? Sir, you haven't put your hand up yet. Have you put your, was that a yes? Do you like property? No, I hate it. You do like property, yes?
I like the year.
You like the money from property? Oh, there we are, same thing then. Okay. You have to enjoy property. You have to understand what it's all about. You have to have, in the same way as if you like cars, it's pointless just saying, yeah, that's a car and it's green. You have to have a level of understanding of what property is all about. Different types of properties. The impact, whether you buy a property that's above a commercial property, does that have an impact on your mortgage? Yes, it does. Does that have an impact on the type of tenants you can get in there? Yes, it does. Do you understand the difference between a semi and an end terrace? What's a maisonette? What's a flat? What's a studio? Things like that. So you have to have a basic understanding of what property is about, and you have to enjoy property. Because if you don't, walking around on a Saturday morning with an estate agent looking at properties isn't fun, especially when the Grand Prix is on. Much rather be watching the Grand Prix, but that's me. Fourthly, every hand for this one. Am I a responsible person? Not a single hand goes up. Hey, one lady's, two, three, copycats. Even then, only 5. Hands up, who's responsible? Okay. Obviously, one of the most important parts of being an investor, you have to be responsible because, in essence, you are legally obliged to make sure a property is inhabitable. You're paying your tax. You're paying any other costs. You're keeping up with your mortgage payments. You're doing all the stuff that's relevant to actually become a successful portfolio owner. There are people who I've spoken to, and their attitude towards money, property, tenants, and whatever is shocking. They just see it as a quick win. I can make money from property. Hands up who thinks they can make money very quickly from property. Good answer. Okay. Anyone who's in this is not looking to do it for a month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12. Anyone who's sensible, has their head screwed on, is looking at a 3, 5, 7, and 10-year opt-out plan. Anyone doing it for less than 3 years, wrong market. You need to be looking at, and everyone here, write this down, you should all have a 3, 5, and 7, and 10-year exit strategy as well to understand what you're going to do. If the market changes like it has now, understanding the properties that you've got and how quickly you could sell them if you needed to. Hands up here who's got HMOs. Okay. Great properties, great returns on them. Are they problematic? 3 hands back up again? Yeah, exactly. Only 2? Okay, that's 2.5 hands going up then. HMOs are fantastic. They are big money earners, but same thing again, you have to be responsible with them. They come under different rules, different regulations, different legislations, even down to where you live. Different county councils have different rules on their HMOs. Anyone got any HMOs in Nottingham or East Midlands area? No? Nottingham County Council are probably in the UK one of the easiest county councils when it comes to HMOs. They have a huge number of students, a huge number of nurses, and the demand for rental in Nottingham area or East Midlands is fantastically high. Same with Hull, big universities up there, so the demand is high. So the county councils understand the fact that there is a shortage of property, so they try to make the HMO rulings as flexible as possible. Obviously they don't break the law, but they understand the fact that if somebody has a 4-bed property and the 5th, they've got 2 receptions downstairs, they're a lot more easygoing when it comes to saying, yes, convert that to a 5th bedroom than other county councils. Any quick questions on what I've just covered off? No? All still awake? Anyone want to go home yet? Good. Is that a question or you want to go home?
No.
You want to? Okay, yeah, go for it.
Are you going to go into the business of planning permission, change of use, planning permission, and certificates of legal use?
No, no, no. I mean, we do. Obviously, it's one of the things we can cover off. I will explain on this. I mean, this is we class this as a buy-to-let basics. I mean, then you're getting quite in deep when it comes to planning permission and things like that. I mean, the idea of what we do And certainly my philosophy is, look for properties that can be inhabited from day one, that don't, in essence, need to have anything done to it. But any questions like that, if you drop them over to me, I'll bang them into the office and they can come back to you with some feedback on that.
Yeah, I'm just interested if you have experience of it.
I haven't myself, no.
Here has, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, in fact, that's a good point, actually. One of the things I do always say to people, when we have our natural breaks, so which there will be a number of them, and we will have a lunch break, even though there's no lunch laid on, because, yeah, I won't say anymore because it's been filmed. But, yeah, what I always encourage people to do is exchange mobile numbers, email addresses, because at the end of the day, you've either got access to me whenever you want to, or you get access to, what's in here, 20 other people who can tell you about their experiences, areas they've invested in, things that have worked, things that haven't worked. Gentleman there's already got his business cards out. He's on the ball. So that's the best thing to do as well. One of the best things you'll take away from this is contact details for other investors. Anyone mind sharing some of the information they have on their portfolios or what they've done? Lessons learned the right way or the wrong way? Anyone mind doing that? No? Anyone not interested and just think I'm rambling on for the sake of it? No? Okay, apart from James. So yeah, I always say to people, exchange contact details. It does help. If you're looking to move into a certain area and you're not sure about what's good, what's bad, what's indifferent, speak to somebody in that area. You always get late arrivals, don't you? Morning, gents. How are we doing? Are there any chairs left? At the front. You get all the questions now. That's the rule. Late arrivals get all the questions. If we can have phones turned off, I normally say on vibrate because it's being filmed and we've got radio mics. The mobiles need to be switched off. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's my little bit done. You'll hear a lot more from me. You'll be sad to hear. I'm going to hand over now to James. James will basically cover off the formula. So looking at the initial investment, finding the right buy-to-let mortgage, the right property, looking at the right tenants, expanding your portfolio. We'll cover all that off. So that's basically it. Any quick questions before I sit down and shut up for a minute?